want to share a bit about discipline in this video, and this video is not like a scripted video. I'm just going to speak out of my heart, right? I'm going to share out of my heart because I feel like this is something that a lot of us parents are struggling with. And I want to say first that discipline shouldn't be something you do in a hurry. Discipline shouldn't be an emergency. That's what I'm trying to say. I know that that's the way we were raised. Growing up, we misbehave and our parents are just quick to lash out. They are quick to correct, to spank, to shout, and all of that. That's where we're coming from. And I understand that. But I feel like there's a shift in the times that we are in. And I feel like we who are parenting our children now need to do better. There's no cause for alarm. There's no need to discipline your child immediately a misbehavior occurs, right? Because sometimes misbehaviors are a reflection of what is going on inside that child. Right? So as a parent, pausing to even find out what's really going on, I feel like it's something we need to imbibe in these times. It's something we need to pay attention to. Why did my child behave in this way, right? And I feel like we need to take discipline a step higher, where we create structures in our homes, right, that can help to curb some of these behaviors or misbehaviors, right? I don't think that we should wait till when a child does something, then we start to lash out, we start to shout, spank, or all of that. Behind the scenes, what are you doing? As a parent, what structure have you created in your home? Do you have a curriculum you teach your children with? Are you teaching them? Okay, are you teaching them about honesty, about speaking the truth even when it's not comfortable? Are you using your daily experiences, to teach them? If you're not doing that, then you're not preparing for the rainy days, right? Let me put it that way, because you don't wait for your child to misbehave before you discipline them, because the word discipline means to train, to teach. Let's use the soldiers for an example. Soldiers don't go to the battlefront to fight war, or they don't prepare for the war on the battlefield, right? They are trained behind the scene. So you see how disciplined soldiers are is because something happens behind the scene. They are being trained, they are being taught, So that's what discipline is. As a parent, you need to take time to teach, to train, to guide, to instruct. Not when something happens. You don't fight a battle on the battlefield. No, you fight it behind the scene before the battle comes up. So I feel like it's the same with discipline. So a lot of us parents need to do a lot of work behind the scene. Am I saying that when you work behind the scene, misbehaviors will not come up? No, that's not what I'm saying. But when misbehaviors come up, you have a structure to fall back to. You have a structure to fall back to. So you are not under pressure to discipline your child immediately they misbehave. And that's just the point I'm trying to make this morning. Now, something happened in my home some days ago with my boys. And when they told me what they did, I was really, really angry. I was disappointed, but I told them I'm disappointed. I didn't expect this from you guys, right? But, I didn't do anything immediately. I had to go back to think, like, if my children can do this, it means there's a gap in my parenting journey. It means there's something I need to pay attention to. And I was able to think through. I'm like, okay, I think this and this and this is what I need to pay attention to. Guess what? I called them back. We had a conversation. I talked to them. Why did you do this kind of thing and all? And they gave me tangible reasons. By the time I listened to them, I was like, well, these children are human beings. They are tired. They were not ready for that particular thing I wanted to happen. And so they found a way to just dodge that thing. I was disappointed, yes, but they had valid reasons. And I'm telling you, after the conversation, we talked through the process. Okay, this is what you have done. This is what has happened. You've lost time, you've lost money, right? So consequences, of course, would follow, and they went through the consequences after those conversations. Trust me, There were consequences that they had to go through, and they went through it. But I did not at that moment start to just shout, talk them down, scold them. No. I was able to like reflect, and they were able to learn from the situation and also face the consequence of that particular action. So this is an example. Am I saying I'm perfect? No, I'm far from it, right? Another scenario happened, something similar, and I lashed out. I will not even lie. I lashed out. I was so annoyed. Why will you do this? And after lashing out, I went back to my closet, because the truth is that an intentional parent is a thinking and a reflecting parent. Just take this from me. I went back to my closet and I'm like, this is what you did. What should you have done? Is there anything you should have done better? Is there anything you did you shouldn't have done? And my dear, after I finished thinking through the process, I came back to them. I'm like, guys, this is what happened. This is what I did. I'm sorry I did this. I shouldn't have done this. This is what I should have done. And this is the appropriate consequence, because I gave them a consequence that wasn't appropriate. Trust me. And this is because I was angry. But I was able to call them back to say, no, this is not what is going to happen. This is the appropriate consequence, because in my house we have rules and some consequences that can follow when you break the rule. And so I pointed them to the right consequence. You know that if you do this, this is what should happen. So forget about what I said before. This is what is going to happen. So long and short of the story, discipline shouldn't be an emergency, number one. Number two, an intentional parent is a thinking and a reflective parent. Number three, it takes a lot of emotional regulation to be able to discipline your child the right way. I hope this video helps somebody, guys. I don't want to make it a very long one. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share with parents around you, right? And again, if you have anything to share with us as regards the way you discipline in your home, please do drop your comments in the comment section, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.